and gentlemen, what's going on? So we have another video today around the ever so touchy topic of immigration. Now, I gotta tell you, I read a story today. This is what sparked this video. So I read a story today about a guy. Somebody shared a status about how Trump's an asshole because he deported this guy, right? So this guy came over here in the early 90s and he was seeking asylum, okay? And in 1997, he was denied, all right? They said, sorry, your request is denied. You need to go home, okay? Guy owned a home, guy worked, paid taxes, Social Security, had a Social Security card, whole 9 yards, okay? And 21 years later, 2018, okay? He was denied asylum in 97, okay? He was deported this year from the United States. 21 years after being denied asylum. So, 1997, hey, sorry, you can't stay here. Well, my lawyer told me that I should stay anyway, so I'm gonna stay. And people are up in arms that he's getting deported. Look, was he a problem? Probably not. Did he pay taxes? Yes. Was he a good human being? All right. Would he have made a good citizen? Probably. Did he break the law? He did. Shake your head yes with me, right? Shake your head yes with me. So we got into this argument, and here's a little joke for you. So a woman comes by and says, no human being is illegal. If you say that, you're just an asshole. So I came back with, well, actually, unlawfully entering a country makes you an illegal citizen or an illegal immigrant in pretty much just about every country in the world. So, facts. There are such things as illegal human beings, right? And she wrote, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? She goes, well, borders are just made up lines, and the United States was stolen by from the Native Americans. So, by your definition, we're all illegals. Right? Really? You're going back with that? What was my response? I said, you know what? See, we kind of agree on something. If the Native Americans had had a stricter immigration policy, that probably wouldn't have happened. See what happens when you just invite immigrants to your table? They steal your country. Right? Obviously, I know it's, a joke. Most immigrants aren't bad. But, like, seriously, with that fucking argument, are you kidding? Go back to your fucking drum circle, Moonbeam. Alright? So, anyway, I did some research, came up with some facts. Alright? Straight from government websites, mind you. Because somebody made the comment of, this guy wasn't a problem for 21 years. And now, all of a sudden, this fascist administration takes over, and now he's got to go? Okay. So, I know that you all hate Trump. Alright? And this video, much like most of my other ones, probably makes you want to run to your safe space, right? However, you'll be happy to know that our highest deportation ratings under ICE were from 2008 to 2015, with the highest number of deportations in the last 8 years being in that 2012 election year. Do you remember who the president was between 2008 and 2015? Wasn't Trump. Also, Trump's numbers have dropped from Obama's numbers. So Trump deports less illegal immigrants than Obama did. So before you sit there and start calling Trump's administration fascist, just keep in mind that your savior, Obama, all right? And listen, he did some good things, all right? I'm not completely against Obama. However, your buddy Obama deported more people than Trump did. But you're going to be pissed off at Trump. You know why you're pissed off at Trump? Because the media tells you to be pissed off at Trump. Okay? Now, I always think it's a little funny, all right? Because people like to pick and choose how they think this country should run, right? We see it all the time with gun laws, all right? Obviously, yes, you know I'm a big gun advocate, all right? But we see it all the time with gun laws. We should be more like this country. We should be more like that country. We should be more like them. They have no guns. Let's be like them. Meanwhile, the streets are running rampant with crime and people are getting stabbed with hypodermic needles and knives instead of shot with guns, okay? However, I've decided that maybe, since you guys think that we should be like so much like these other countries, that maybe I should give you some info on them. Personally, I think that if you think we should be like these other countries, you should move there, right? If you think that the United States should be like Australia, because Australia has no guns, all right? You should move to Australia, okay? Be careful though, okay? Be careful, because if you're caught as an illegal immigrant in Australia, you are automatically thrown in prison for 6 months. Automatically. No questions. Detainment. Okay? If you were there without a visa, you're detained. Okay? So, your let's be like Australia argument, you know what? Let's be like Australia. Fuck it. Don't send them home. Throw them all in jail. Right? I have notes that I need to look at because there's a bunch of countries that I'd like to talk about. All right? Obviously, our brothers to the north, good old Canada, they're very open. All right? In fact, I'm pretty sure that they apologize for their openness because they apologize for everything. Right? So basically, you know, if you decided that you wanted to move to Canada, right? Canada just goes, come on in, man. Here's some of our crazy money and a donut from Tim Hortons, okay? But let's talk about some other countries, shall we? So Australia is automatic detainment, all right? Japan, all right? Japan grades its immigrants on a point system, all right? So based on your education and your social status and the country you come from, you accrue points. You know, it's really funny because didn't Donald Trump talk about doing something like that? And like so many people were like, oh my God, I was born in the United States and I wouldn't pass this immigration policy. Right? So Japan, point system, right? Japan, all right, will also pay you to get the fuck out of their country. Okay? Japan will pay illegal immigrants to get the fuck out. Okay? That's how Japan does it. All right? Denmark. All right, Denmark, good old Denmark in Europe, right? They just, their idea is that Denmark was never an immigrant country and it never will be, okay? So they even have laws regarding citizenship through marriage, right? So say you go to Denmark and you meet somebody and you guys spark, right? If that person's not at least 24 years old, you still don't get citizenship in Denmark. Right? So, if you went over there 21 years old, met a nice 21-year-old girl or boy, because there's only two genders, let's be honest, all right? And you met a nice 21-year-old boy or girl, and you married them, and you said, hey, we're married. We're going to live in Denmark because I love it here. Denmark's going to turn around and say, no, you're fucking not. Because that girl or boy wasn't 24 years of age. So you still don't get citizenship. We're not an immigrant country, and we never will be. Get the fuck out. Good old Denmark. The UK, all right? The UK makes you pay a security deposit. Let's be like England. England doesn't have guns. The UK doesn't have guns. Let's be like the UK. You pay a security deposit, okay? You go there on a visa, okay? €1,000 security deposit. So that's roughly like $2 million US. Okay, it's not. It's like $1,600 bucks. All right, you pay a security deposit. When your visa expires, you need to get the fuck out of the country. You get your security deposit back. If you don't leave when your visa expires, you don't get your security deposit back. If you leave late from your visa expiring, you don't get your security deposit back. Let's be like England. They have no guns. Let's take up England's immigration policy. Everybody that wants to come here, pay a fucking security deposit. No, we can't do that. That's a civil rights violation. But it's not. All right? Italy. Italy's got a fucking very strict immigration policy, right? You think it's all wine and cheese in Italy and you know, 6-hour work days, right? Driving cool cars and shit. If you're caught as an illegal immigrant, all right, in Italy, you face fines of between 5,000 and 10,000 euro and 6 months detainment in a prison. All right? 6 months detainment, 5 to 10,000 euro. That might be close to 2 million American dollars. All right? That's what happens if you get caught as an illegal immigrant in Italy. All right? Russia, you go straight to jail. Russia's just prison. All right? Thanks, comrade. Throw me in jail. I'm an illegal immigrant. Okay? There might be some collusion there. It would be the only Russian collusion we've found so far, despite all the wasted money. But maybe we should look into that. Okay? China. Okay? China's actually really funny. All right? If I'm a Chinese citizen, okay, and you're my neighbor, and I know that you're an illegal citizen, if I report you, I get money. It's kind of like Cop Shot, right? You see a crime and you report it, they pay you like 10 grand, right? If you can give information leading to the arrest of a person that shoots an officer, China's the same way. Chinese Cop Shot, all right? Report an illegal immigrant, get money, okay? What else do we got here? Switzerland. Switzerland I actually like a little bit. Switzerland's idea is pretty good. If you're an illegal immigrant in Switzerland, all right, and you have a criminal background, automatic deportation, okay? I really didn't look into what they do if you're just an illegal, like if you just moved to Switzerland and didn't talk, but they deport criminals, which I agree with. If you have a criminal background in your home country, get the fuck out. We don't fucking want you here. Bye-bye. What else do we have here? Sweden, obviously, you know, we all know Sweden doesn't like to start shit with anybody. So Sweden is very open to immigration. All right? But these are just some of the immigration policies. Some. This is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 countries. 10 countries. All right? That have certain immigration policies. Some of them are pretty fucking bad, right? Italy, $5,000 to $10,000 fine and 6 months in jail. Ooh, Jesus Christ! That makes the United States immigration policy look like a fucking family resort. All right. So while you sit here and cry that you don't like the United States immigration policies, okay, keep this in mind. Okay. You want the United States, well, we should be like other countries in these aspects, right? Okay, so move to those other countries. Move to Italy. Careful though, don't get caught. You'll get smacked in the ass with a really extensive fine and 6 months in fucking Italian prison. All right? And I bet you don't speak Italian. I don't know why this song is on my playlist. That's a little better. You can't go wrong with the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. All right? So as we sit here and we cry, just keep in mind that there are other countries that have much worse immigration policies than ours. In fact, one of the countries that has a very strict immigration policy, much unlike the United States, is fucking Mexico. You go to Mexico, you get caught without a visa in Mexico, all right? You're not there on vacation, you're an illegal citizen, okay? You know what happens? You get thrown in a friggin' Mexican jail. Beaten every day, okay? Mexican jails are rough, okay? Happens to United States citizens all the time, right? Cross the border into Mexico illegally. Get fucked up, all right? Meanwhile, how many immigrants do we have from Mexico, right? Let all these families stay that cross the border illegally from Mexico. Well, why should we? Because Mexico isn't letting our people stay legally, right? In fact, it's proven that when criminals in Mexico get released from prison, Mexico will pay them to come to the United States. Because Mexico doesn't fucking want them. Okay? So these are all things you need to keep in mind while you're, you know, crying about these policies that you could come up with so much better on your own. All right? While you're sitting around your kumbaya circle. Okay? Immigration policies are here for a reason. You don't have to agree with them. Some of them I don't agree with. This guy that got deported after 21 years, he probably didn't need to go. He probably was never going to cause a problem. But you know what? He was told to leave 21 years ago, and he didn't. Okay? I even had one person say, well, he was in the process of appealing the decision, so it was during his appeal, so he gets to stay. That's not how that fucking works. What are you smoking? All right? If you get sent to prison, okay, for a crime, all right, say you appeal the decision, do you know what happens? You stay in prison until that decision is turned over. You don't get to go home because you appealed the decision on the fact that you murdered, you know, younglings in the Jedi Temple. That's not the way this works, okay? Keep this in mind while you're crying about the immigration policy, all right? Keep it in mind, all right? Don't do drugs. Have a nice day. Stop crying about everything.